If I may just talk a minute about it, not just that anymore, but the thing is, that is the last song that's on an album called Long Pants. Long Pants is a songwriter's album that I started 42 years ago, and I never finished because it didn't fit anywhere.
Okay.
I say 42 years because my daughter, I have one daughter, and she's 42. And I came home from the hospital in the wee hours of the morning, the morning she was born. And I walked into my studio at home. I wrote and recorded the song on a cassette, a little cassette, which I still have. I might even be able to put my hands on it if it gave me 30 seconds. I think it's on the desk because for a reason. And anyway, I still have it. The tape's all worn and everything else. And I recorded it maybe 4 or 5 months ago for this record, this new record. And every note and every word is exactly the same as when I wrote it 42 years ago at 2 o'clock in the morning. Wow. Nothing changed. Nothing changed. I got it right the first time, period. And my family's been saying, like, for decades, like, Myles, Dad, why don't you record this song? It's so beautiful. But I said, I don't have a vehicle for it. I can't put that on an April Wine album. I don't put that on my blues records. I can't do it. But I finally been able to do it. And I've got the song about Ukraine. I've got a song that I'm doing a video for in 2 weeks down with the Mi'kmaq reservation with the natives down there, the indigenous people there in a couple of weeks. And it's about missing and murdered indigenous women in North America, right? Very important to me because my partner, my life partner, woman of my love of my life is Native. So, and when she's hurt and crying and everything else, it affects me. When I hear how they're treating her children, they're hurting, but they're doing the same to my children because of our relationship. So that's why I write about that. And Jackson, Tom Jackson, Tom Jackson,
Yes.
most famous probably, along with Jay Silverheels from Tonto and the Lone Ranger, and a couple of others. He's right there as a singer, and he's a wonderful man, and he has a beautiful voice, wonderful voice, deep voice, rich and resonant. So I got a hold of him, and I told him what this was about, and I said, I got a section in the middle that I'd like you to do. Now, I wrote lyrics. These are all the lyrics. You can use these, or I would prefer you write your own, and he did. And they're beautiful. He nailed it. And so he's on it. And the government's involved too, the local government. And one of the people involved is also right now up in Ottawa in Parliament. But anyway, so it's an important song. And it's on my new record. It's called Long Pants. It comes out June 23rd on my birthday. So it's got Ukraine, it's got Darling, Where Are You? But the missing and murdered. And then it has a song about all the children, the unmarked graves that were discovered because of their Catholic residential schools in the last almost 100 years from the beginning. They were on so long.
And the sad part is that it's still got so much further to go.
Oh, yeah.
It's heartbreaking.
All of these issues have so much further to go. Ukraine people, there are over 4 million displaced people. How long do you think that's going to go on? Years. They have no money, they have no food, they have no job, they got no medicine, they got nothing. 4 million.
Yeah.
Anyway, and so the one about the unmarked graves is called Some of These Children, They Never Grew Up. And I released that, and that has a video with it if folks want to see it. All of 3 songs, 2 do. The third, Darling, Where Are You, is going to be done in 2 weeks. But, in that respect, the album is unique to me, and it's a songwriter's, and it's important. And already I know that the Ukraine video is up for award, a big award, and they say I should come. I should go to the ceremony because it looks real good. So I don't know, about that, but we'll see. But anyway, and I got a song about my children and everything else. And I got a song about assisted suicide on this record. How does that fit on an April Wine record? It just doesn't. But I was with Dan Hill, if I can.
Sure.
I was with Dan Hill. Sometimes when we touch, the honesty's too much.
Of course,
biggest song on the planet at one point. I remember I was in Hawaii at the time, and all I heard all day long was this song. So anyway, I did a songwriter's circle with him 3 years ago. And he tells the story of his mother at the age of 90, decides to go to Europe and end her life. She's 90 years old. She's white. She was married to a black man through very turbulent times in terms of racial troubles around that. And of course, they had Daniel, who's been very successful as a songwriter and still sings and writes. And his brother, can't think of his name right now. He wrote a very important book called Book of Negroes, and actually had a TV series for a while. So, and one of his parents, I don't know if it was her or his father, as the Order of Canada. I mean, they're really educated. They're overachievers. Yeah. So he's telling the story at the Songwriters Circle. I'm listening to him. And I said to him after we had done, we're now very good friends, actually. I didn't know him at all for years, but he called me the other day about something. So anyway, I went home and I thought about this because I believe in assisted suicide. I just do. I'm one of those that does, you know. Mm-hmm. And the quality is so bad, you should be able to leave when you want. And so I wrote this song. It's the last 2 minutes and 14 seconds of someone's life. And it's just me and a guitar, and it's called electric guitar. And it's called I Leave Today. And I sent it to him and I said, "Are you okay with this?" And he said, "I love it. Absolutely." So it's on this album as well. I have a young boy, my youngest, he's not that young anymore, he's 26 now. But he was diagnosed with diabetes at the age of 6. Mm. And that's a horrible disease. I'm diabetic type 1 too. I have insulin every day of my life. And so does he. And so I wrote a song for the JDRF and for my son about juvenile diabetes, JDRF being the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation, right, which they embraced immediately. I've already done this song live with them, but now it's on a record that they've been waiting for, you know? And so it's an important record. It's an important record to me because I finally get all of these things out and as a solo record, you know, and it's called Long Pants. And long pants meaning,
I was going to ask you.
It's adult matter here. This is adult subjects. Like kids wear short pants, adults wear long pants.
Oh, I see.
So it's called Long Pants, and comes out June 23rd on my birthday.
Oh, so for you, it seems like you really swung into just making your statements now. You know,
well, and April Wine, you know, when you're doing rock records, you're singing more about hot chicks, you know, and fast cars and stuff, you know, which is great. I don't regret those times, you know. No. And love songs. I mean, I write love songs more than most, you know, but more important things to say now.
Hey, thanks for joining us. Check out our other vignettes and full episodes from a wide variety of guests for more great content. Please like, share, and subscribe, and become a member at SocialNRGpresents.com to access premium content and earn valuable energy points just for watching.